Now, this is one thing that caught my eye about. I've studied Nostradamus for 20 years, or 30 years, excuse me, and I've always wondered if things that would happen with his. There's my Z and my bike. Great bike, great everything. And what I've wondered, that's an SEF Black, is Nostradamus predicted, he says, a great mountain, 1 mile in circumference, after peace, war, famine, and flooding, kind of like Australia, it will spread far, drowning great countries, even antiquities and their mighty foundations. Now it says after peace, war, and flooding. Now, a great spherical mountain, okay? Has anyone ever seen a round mountain? No. So I'm thinking, and it rolls end over end, and it sinks great nations. So this great spherical mountain is rolling end over end. Okay, what's it doing? It's revolving. It's a great big revolving or revolution. And so I'm thinking maybe that quatrain, which is C1Q69, has something to do with what's going on in Tunisia and Egypt today. It's a great revolving mountain that can't be stopped. And that could be what it is. Now, if the bird flu or the pandemic of 1918, if it were to go airborne, which they all fear, all the health departments and everything else, they all fear it, then it could change the balance of power in the world in 6 months. A great power could go to nothing because we're all sick. Another power could take over because there's no one to stop them. We just don't know. No one knows. Our global systems are very, very fragile. If the electricity goes out, then we're all really screwed. So I just wanted to let people know what the bird flu or swine flu was like in 1918, what they're comparing it to today, which is a bunch of bullshit. It would be like you catching the flu in the morning, and the next day your body would be so ripped up that you would die. And it affected mainly young, healthy people from age 20 to 40. So that's my... I saw Morning Man, a real nice pretty young lady. Looks like she's about 24, 25. And she was writing, or had some videos on her views of the Mayan Codex of the end of the world at 2012. And this Gary Jennings makes a lot of these really good books about the Aztecs and the Mayans, except this last book is it wasn't worth the money. It was a lot of pages, and they fixed everything in the last 2 pages, and you already knew it was going to happen when you started reading it. But the rest of his books are really good about the ancient Aztecs and their gods, and the Mayan gods, and the Olmecs, and the Toltecs, which were before the Mayans. So Nostradamus' prophecies could be working their way out. Remember, all of his quatrains were hidden in a code, or they could mean a number of things. So I hope that Masood Abbas is not the Mabus in Nostradamus' revelations. But who knows? Who knows? We'll know what the quatrains mean when they happen. There was also another quatrain Nostradamus had that said that weeds will grow so high on all these houses that no one will know who the owners are. Now really, who cares who the owners are? But if, and this kind of sounds kind of interesting, if all these homes were going bankrupt and returning to the bank, and then the bank loses all the papers on them, like kind of like today, then weeds would be growing knee-high on all these houses, and no one would know who the real owners are. Now, of course, I don't know if any of that's real. It's just this is a great mystery, and I think that if Nostradamus predicted these revolutions in the old antiquity, countries, then there are a few more that are going to go into revolution and go tits up. Tits up is not good. So that's my take on the 2012 Codex. But who knows? We'll see. Whatever it is, it's like I tell my wife, it isn't like what you're going to expect it to be. It will be something far different if it does happen. But we'll all get a chance to see it if we're here. That is a good book on viruses. Okay. We shall see.